Okay, so welcome to weeks 22 and 23. First of all, let me just say how sorry I am that these are so late. Today I'm 23 weeks and 3 days. So I am definitely behind in doing my updates, and I really do apologize for that. We've been kind of busy lately because we're getting the nursery started, which I'll talk about in this video, but it's just been kind of taking up a lot of my time and energy, and I just haven't had time to make a video. So today I was like, I am making a video regardless. It doesn't matter how busy I am, I will find time to make a video. So I really appreciate, you guys being patient and waiting for them, but nonetheless, I do apologize. So I'm gonna just jump right in so that this isn't too long. Baby size. Week 22, the baby started off as the size of a papaya. And by the end of week 22, he was the size of a pomegranate. So right now at 23 weeks, I started off as the size of a pomegranate, and by the end of this week, he'll be the size of a grapefruit, which is huge. It's just enormous. Jason and I were reading, I get those baby center updates, and I check on, 3D pregnancy, excuse me, and, what to expect. I have that app, and all of the measurements are kind of variant. They're not all exactly the same. But one of the websites, I want to say it was Baby Center, said I think it was at 22 weeks, that the baby from head to heel, not crown to rump, from crown to heel, with baby stretched out, was 11 inches. And I'm I can't really comprehend measurements for some reason. So Jason went and got the measuring tape, and he held out 11 inches, and I was like, oh my god, that's crazy that I don't know, he's that big inside of me already. It's crazy to think of. But it shouldn't be that crazy because, I can feel him in there and stuff like that. But nonetheless, it's pretty crazy how fast he's getting bigger. And I'm getting bigger right along with him, but you'll see that at the end of this video when I show you my belly, which I think you'll be very surprised to see. Yeah, anyways, I'll let you see for yourself. And I have my notes, good old notes. My symptoms are pretty well the same-ish. Some are reappearing symptoms that have happened before that may have gone away and come back. My headaches, I still have a headache every single day, which is so frustrating, it's just that depending on the day, my pain level, can be from 1 to, lately it's been up to a 7 or an 8. But usually it's low, in the 3-4 range, which is really good, that I'm not getting up to that higher number. But nonetheless, it's still there. Just every single day, just assume that I have a headache. I'm still off of work. I have a doctor's appointment on April 10th, and I'm going to talk to her about probably starting my maternity leave. Not going back to work and just starting my maternity leave as soon as sick leave is over, because right now I'm not on maternity, I'm on sick leave, so I'm thinking I'm probably just going to end up taking it early and then going back to work early, which is really sucky, but I can't do anything about these headaches, and I can't work when I have them, so nonetheless, that's what's going on with that. I've been having some backache lately, sciatic pain sometimes, actually, not just backache. My Jason pain is coming back, so that kind of sucks, and it's for no apparent reason whatsoever, and there's no pattern. It's just kind of random days. I went to a church thing on Sunday. My mom was singing in church, and I went to watch her, and sitting in the pew, we were there for probably an hour and a half or so. My back was just killing me by the end of it, so that kind of sucks, but not, it's not the end of the world, I guess. I'm starting to have a hard time sleeping. I can still sort of lie on my belly, and I do have a snuggle pillow, but I kind of find it uncomfortable because I'm someone that tosses and turns a lot through the night, and when I'm using the snuggle, I can't really turn. I'm sort of just stuck in the same position all night. And yeah, I'm finding that I'm kind of waking up more often during the night because I'm uncomfortable, and my back will be sore, and it feels like when I'm lying on my side that I kind of want to roll because my belly is heavy and it makes me feel weighted down. I don't know, it's really kind of hard to explain the sensation, but I am finding it harder to sleep, and so I'm more tired during the day because I'm not getting as good of a sleep at night. And also going along with that, another symptom is the frequent urination has come back. Pressure on my bladder has returned, but it's not too bad. I get up at least once a night, and I have done since I got pregnant right from the beginning. The most I think I ever got up was 5 times in a night. It was just ridiculous to get up 5 times in the middle of the night to pee, but yeah. Nonetheless, it kind of diminished a little bit, maybe around week 13, 14, 15, it kind of went that I'd only just get up the once, but now I'm starting to get up, 2 and 3 times in the night to pee again, so that's lovely, but I don't mind. Alright, so that's it for my symptoms really. Other than that, I really feel fine, and all of that being said, if it wasn't for my headaches, I would be like super, super lucky in this pregnancy, because I really do feel good most of the time, except for these headaches that just won't go away. And I just hope that they go away at some point, that there will be a day where I experience no headache, but it's kind of hard to imagine because it's been happening for so long. But yeah, cravings. I'm still loving my lime crush. My lime pop. I don't really know how to explain why I love it, but I just do. It's like the tartness and the carbonated pop, because I'm trying not to drink Pepsi. I do every once in a while. If my headache is really, really bad, I'll have a Pepsi to try to help the headache, but for the most part I try not to drink Pepsi, so I'm drinking the lime crush, and also trying not to drink too much of that because it's so full of sugar, but man, I just love it. Something else that I'm craving right now is just pasta. I love fettuccine alfredo, and I kind of craved this in a couple of, previous weeks. But I had a different restaurant's fettuccine alfredo, and it was so good. Oh my goodness, and I actually, talking about it right now, I want to go get some because it was so good. And I got 2 of them, so I ate one for supper, and then I had one the next day reheated. And it was like even better reheated the next day. Oh my goodness, it was so good. Yeah, I can definitely tell that I'm pregnant because I can put away the food. It is ridiculous, and I have to sort of try to remember, you're not literally eating for 2. I only need, I think, 200 or 300 more calories in the day. I'm not really eating for 2, but my appetite is just ferocious sometimes. I could just seriously put away the food. It's amazing. Aversions, I'm not really having aversions anymore, which is really good. But there are foods that I don't really care for, and I mentioned it before about maple ham that my mom sometimes will pick up at Sobeys, the grocery store. They just they'll have like these barbecue chickens that they have just already cooked, and one of the other things they have is a ham that's got maple on it, and the smell of it really kind of makes me feel ill. I don't care for it at all. Not to the point where I have to avoid the kitchen when she has it, but I just prefer not to have it. But I thought it was the maple part that I didn't like. And actually this evening for supper my mom made, just a ham, regular ham with no glaze on it, just whatever. I think it was a pork shoulders, like the stringy kind of ham. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not a cook, by the way. And I'm not good in the kitchen. But, so I was like, yeah, that's great, because I usually love that. It's my favorite thing to have. And I was excited because it didn't have maple on it, and so I could eat it, but I didn't really care for it. So I think it's actually the ham that I don't like. Again, I had a little bit of it. It wasn't the end of the world, but I would prefer not to have it. And that's really it for food I don't like. Everything else I'm stuffing into my face. Movement. Okay, his movement has become way stronger in these past couple of weeks. And I've actually managed to record a couple of little clips of him kicking me and my belly moving. They're really, really short clips, so I'm looking to get a couple of more clips, and then I'll make a video with all of the clips edited together. And he likes to kick me first thing in the morning when I wake up. I'll lay in bed for a little while and he'll kick me. I think it's because I'm hungry, and so that's why he kicks me. But I'm not sure exactly. So first thing in the morning, and then right before I go to bed, and I go to bed between like 10:30 and 11:30 in the evening, and I'll just lie in bed, and sometimes I'll try to read something, or I'll just lie in bed and whatever, and he'll just go to town kicking me. So it's pretty amazing, and I just love, love, love to watch it. Like, I could just sit and watch my belly move for hours, and Jason loves to feel him, and you know, so he's always has his hand on my belly. And if it's not Jason, then it's my parents. They constantly are wanting to feel the baby, which I don't mind. Some people don't like when people, you know, reach for the belly, but I kind of walk belly first because, you know, I was always one of those people that was always going up to the belly and know of other pregnant ladies and feeling their bellies, and I always was kind of excited for that to be me, that I was the pregnant person that people were rubbing the belly. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. So yeah, as soon as I have some more clips, I'll definitely upload that for you guys so that you can see. But like, I think I have 2 clips, and one's like 4 seconds and one's like 7 seconds. So that's just a ridiculously short video. So I'll try to get like 30 or 40 seconds of some kicks, and then I'll post a video for you guys to see. So keep an eye out for that. So movements are getting stronger. Movements are getting stronger because he's getting bigger. And along with that goes weight. So I don't know if you remember this, because it seems like a really long time ago now, that I was actually having difficulty putting weight on. In the beginning, because I felt so nauseous and I had no appetite, and then, if you remember, I had that stomach virus, and so all of the weight that I had put on after losing in the beginning, I had lost again, and so I was looking pretty thin and sickly. Well, that's over. So at week 21, I had gained, okay, at week 20, I was up to 123, which was 1 pound up from my pre-pregnancy weight of 122. And then at week 21, I gained 4.4 pounds, which brought me up to 127.4. And so I'm like, okay, I'm just catching up. It'll probably level off the next week. No, so week 22, my weight went up to 132.2, which was a weight gain of 4.8 pounds. I was like, holy crap, that's crazy. But I guess, you know, because I lost all that weight in the beginning, I'm just literally catching up, and a lot of people, you know, between weeks 20 and 24, 26, gain, you know, more weight or some weight during that time. So I guess it's not too bad. And then just at 23 weeks, my weight went from 132.2 to 134, and so that was a weight gain of 1.8 pounds. So total now, I've gained 12 pounds, and I gained 11 pounds in 3 weeks, which seems a little bit excessive, but I shouldn't say that I'm not worried about it. I kind of am, and that kind of brings me into my next little heading that I have here, about body image and how I feel about gaining weight and stuff like that. I feel guilty saying this out loud, but I really want to be honest with you guys with how I'm feeling and whatnot. And I'll try to make this short because I really don't want to ramble on too long about this, but right before I got pregnant, like a few months before I got pregnant, I had lost about 18 pounds, and I'd lost a lot of inches off my whole body. And so I was sort of in that mindset of losing weight. And I mean, of course I know that getting pregnant, you know, when you get pregnant, you're going to put on weight, but just from being in the mindset of trying to lose weight and then to all of a sudden, you know, have to gain weight, it's just kind of a hard thing to wrap your mind around. And every time I step on the scale and I see that my weight is going up, it's hard for me to remember that that's a good thing. You know, you're getting bigger because baby's getting bigger and baby's thriving, and that's great. And it kind of upsets me sometimes, and I'm constantly looking at myself in the mirror, and I say to Jay, do I look big, or do I look pregnant? And he's looking at me like I'm crazy. He's like, you look great, you know, I guess I have a little bit more in my face here, but my arms haven't gotten any bigger or anything. My legs are still the same measurement, and it's just really all in my belly. And he keeps telling me this, but I'm struggling with hormones because I'm struggling to see that sometimes, and I don't want to like make this seem worse than it is, but I just wanted to be honest that sometimes I get upset that I'm getting so big, and if I go on this track of weight gain, I'll probably gain between 45 and 50 pounds, and I only wanted to gain between 30 and 35. And I feel horrible saying this because I tried so long to get pregnant, and I feel like it's a selfish or whatever thing to think, and so I feel guilty for thinking it, and then, you know, it kind of makes it worse. But I know that it's just hormones and whatnot, and I don't feel pretty because I'm getting bigger and whatnot. I have to, feels like more effort is required for me to feel pretty and put together. I don't know. I would love to hear your guys' stories about how you felt about your body, and how hormones played a part in that for you when you were pregnant, because I don't know, I feel guilty for feeling that way. I don't know, it's a weird thing because I've waited so long for this belly, you know, and I'm, you know, 6 weeks pregnant, and I'm like, look, I'm getting bigger, and I'm getting bigger, and I am getting bigger, and I, don't get me wrong, 99.9% of the time, I absolutely love my belly, and I love looking pregnant because I definitely look pregnant now. There's no way that anybody can confuse my belly for I just put on some weight. I definitely look pregnant. But yeah, I would love to hear how you guys coped, or if you felt that at all. I would think that it's a normal thing for a woman to feel that way, but I'm not sure, so I'd love to hear your feedback about that. Moving on. The nursery. We are getting the nursery ready. We took up the floor. We now have hardwood floor down in the nursery. There was carpet. There was actually pink carpet because it was my room when I moved in there when I was 6, and my parents put pink carpet in, and it's been in there that whole time. They've been itching to get that carpet up for a long time, and this is finally their excuse to do it. So it's up and the hardwood floor is down. Jason and I have to paint and do everything else that we have to do to the room, decorate and whatnot. We have bought the bedding, so we know the color scheme and all of that. And I will absolutely show you guys the nursery when it's finished. I'm taking pictures as, you know, it progresses. I took a picture before the carpet, before the carpet came out and all that, and I will show you all the stages and then give you a tour and show you everything that we have in there when it's done. But that's why we've been so busy, because literally it's just been like occupying my mind like crazy, like what am I going to do with the nursery. So, but we do have some things bought and underway and should probably be done mid-May, so I think that's pretty good. I got a lot of questions about the baby's name. Do we have a name, and what is it? He does have a name. We call him by his name, and I will absolutely tell you guys what that is. I'm not going to wait until I give birth to tell you, but I am going to wait just a little bit longer. I'll probably end up telling you around the 30-week mark, or after our second ultrasound to make sure that everything's okay with the baby, which is on May 7th. So anytime after that I will tell you what his name is, but we do have it picked and he is officially named, and we're in love with it. So I can't wait to tell you guys the name because I'd really love to hear your feedback, but just not right now. So, but yes, we do have it. A question that I actually have for you guys is Jason and I are considering going on a Babymoon. Actually, we are going to go on a Babymoon. We have an idea of what we'd like to do, but I just wanted to know how many of you guys went on a Babymoon. Did you go like on a full-on trip, or did you just do a long weekend? How much did you spend, you know, on that trip? Do you think it's important to go and spend maybe a little bit more because it's going to be the last time before the baby gets here? Or are you trying to save money because the baby's coming? I'd really like to hear what you guys did, if you did anything, why you did it, why you didn't. So if I could have some feedback on that. And last but not least is the belly shot. So let's go and have a look at the belly. Just so you know, in all of the videos that I have been doing, I've been wearing my regular jeans, just because I wanted it to be consistent and, you know, so that you'd have the same pair of pants that I was wearing every time so that you could see the difference because they're the same pants. I don't know. And actually, I'm not sure if last time I might not have been wearing them last time. Nonetheless, I went to put the pants on today and I couldn't put them on anymore. There's just no way I can wear them. So, yeah, can't do that anymore. So you're just gonna have to make do. Okay. Oh, as well, as the belly getting bigger, the ladies are getting bigger too. My boobs, it is hilarious how big they are. I just can't believe it. They're like a cup and a half bigger. Anyway, this is the belly. I have for sure popped out. No question about it. Yeah, no question. Do you guys think I look big for 23 weeks and 2 days? Or 3 days? Or small? Let me know what you think. And this is bare belly. I can't believe how big I got in the past couple weeks. I've really, really popped out. My belly button is just getting more and more weird looking. I haven't got any stretch marks yet, which is really nice. I do have like stretch marks here on the side and on the other side as well that I had before I got pregnant, from when I gained weight from before. You know, my love handles got some stretch marks, but so far none from this pregnancy. So, yeah. And this top is not a maternity top. Those of you who are familiar with Zellers, my mother-in-law actually got this for me at Zellers, and I think it was only like $10. It came in other colors, and I might have to go and get them. But when I'm not feeling pretty or whatnot, I'll put this top on because I just love the colors. It makes my belly look kind of cute, I think, and yeah, but you guys can let me know what you think. Anyways, that is it. Sorry it is another long vlog. I feel horrible that it's a long vlog, but it's 2 weeks in one and I kind of had a little bit to say, so my apologies. Next week should be shorter because there's not going to be as much. If you have any questions for me, absolutely leave them below. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm really going to try to keep on top of it and do my, 24-week vlog on time, so crossing my fingers that I actually do it. But yeah, I really hope that you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you next week for week 24. Craziness. All right, talk to you later. Bye.